Good morning. My name is Miss Pam from Imagine Children's Museum, and I'm glad you decided to join me again for Feathered Friends from Little Science Lab. Last week we talked about the important parts of the bird body. We talked about the importance of wings, the importance of a bird's beak, a bird's feathers, and the bird's feet. And today we're going to examine the bird's beak a little bit more. I have a couple of pictures I'd like you to take a peek at and see if you can find something that is a little bit different about each of the bird's beaks. So I have Mrs. Duck over here and Mr. Robin over here, and they have their beaks. And I'm wondering if you can look and see something that is different about them. Look at the duck beak. It is, how would you describe it? I agree. It is rounded. Look at how it's rounded. What about the robin beak? You're right, it's yellow. It's yellow. And what shape is it? It's kind of pointy. You're right. Birds' beaks really are important for them to be able to communicate and for them to stay healthy and safe. And each bird is different. Today I have brought some supplies from home, and I think you could join me. It would be fun so that we could see if we could pretend to be birds together. All right? So I've got a little dish here with some water and some tea in it. And I have a little plate over here with some bird seed. You're right, some bird seed. And we are going to see what it's like to eat like a bird. So I've got the robin picture right here. And as we talked about, that beak is kind of pointy. I've got some tools over here that I found in my kitchen. One is a pair of tongs. One is a pair of tweezers, good. And this is called a slotted spoon, so the water can go through it. It's a scooper. If you were a robin, which tool would you use? Would you use the tweezers, tongs, or the spoon? I think you're right. The tweezers, they kind of look similar, pointy, like the robin beak does. Yeah. So if I was a robin and I was hungry, I would be looking for some bird seed, and I would peck, 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 just like the robin, and pick it up. It's kind of hard to get that bird seed with those tweezers. Do you think it would be different if we tried the tongs? Let's try the tongs. Oh? Yeah, I can pick these up with the tongs too. Sometimes I can get a little more than just one. How many can you pick up at a time with your tongs or your tweezers? Can you compare? So let's think about being a duck. A duck swims in the water a lot of the time, and when they are ready to eat, they scoop, scoop, scoop. So if you were a duck, would you use the tongs to scoop, scoop? Would you use the tweezers to scoop, scoop? Probably not. What about the slotted spoon? Would you like to give it a try? So I've got some tea, and it's sitting here in the water, and I'm going to scoop. Oh, look at it. Scoop. Oh, you're a hungry duck. Scoop. You can pick up quite a bit of goodies from the water. And that's exactly what a duck does. They use their beak to scoop, scoop, scoop. Can you try this at home? You can use tea or any of the other things that'll float on your water. You decide. Lots of fun. So I am wondering if you would like to see if you could make a bird beak with me. All you need is a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be yellow. It doesn't have to be colored. Just a piece of paper. and maybe something to trace around that's circular. Or you could use a coffee filter. I used my coffee filter to make a bird beak. So what we're going to do, oh, and you are going to need some scissors and a little bit of yarn, and you might like some marker pens to color your bird beak when it's done, because bird beaks are different colors. So I'm just going to bring my paper over here, and I'm going to draw a circle around so that I can cut. Now I've got my scissors. I'm going to cut out my circle real quickly here. You can do this too at home right alongside me. This is fun. And then we're going to take the scissor and cut into the center and fold it so that it looks kind of like a beak. Exactly. You can use your stapler to staple it, or a piece of tape. And then I have a hole punch, but you don't need to have a hole punch. You could just poke holes with your scissor if you want. 2 holes, and you're going to tie your yarn through those holes, because this is going to be a mask that you can tie on your head. Let's see if we can get this done real quick for you so you can see. 2 pieces of yarn. Whoops. And you can wear this around and peck, peck, peck. Wear this around your house. Or scoop, 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 like a duck. That's the fun of a duck mask. I'm so glad you decided to join me today. We'll look forward to seeing you again next time.